Good evening, I'm Apolinario Ferdidignadi Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, the tons of fish dumped on the shore in the municipality of Bulan, the province of Sorsogon, after failing to sell. The piles of tamban or sardines scattered along the shoreline of the fish port in Bulan, Sorsogon, drew public attention after they were left behind and dumped by fishermen. According to reports, the fishermen decided to discard their catch after failing to find buyers, coinciding with the temporary closure of some factories of Easter Sunday. Due to the large volume of rotting fish, Councilor Rector Valeriano immediately sought assistance from the Bureau of Fire Protection and other government agencies to begin clearing operations. The move aims to quickly remove the piled-up fish to prevent foul odor and potential health risks to residents in nearby communities. In Visayas, one person injured in fire in Kamansihay in the city of Tacloban. A house was completely reduced to ashes in fire that occurred in Zone 2 in Kamansihay in Barangay 98 in the city of Tacloban, the province of Leyte, on the evening of Black Saturday. One individual was reported injured in the incident, suffering from second-degree burns on various parts of the body. The damage caused by the fire is estimated at around 5,000 pesos, while authorities are still conducting an investigation to determine the cause of the blaze. The Bureau of Fire Protection once again reminds the public to regularly check electrical connections to prevent similar incidents. In Mindanao, motorcyclist thrown onto pickup after collision at an intersection in the city of Gensan. A 22-year-old motorcyclist was injured after being thrown and landing on top of a pickup truck in an accident that occurred along the highway, or National Highway rather, corner Macopa Street in Barangay Dajangas North at around 12 noon on April 5. The Traffic Enforcement Unit identified the victim as alias Brian, a resident of Barangay Apopo, while the driver of the white pickup was identified as alias Ronnie, 54 years old, a resident of Barangay Bula. Initial investigation revealed that the pickup was turning toward Macopa Street from the highway when it was hit by a motorcycle coming from the direction of the underpass. Due to the strong impact, the motorcyclist was unable to brake and was thrown onto the roof of the vehicle. The victim was immediately rushed to the hospital, while the pickup driver is now under the custody of the Traffic Enforcement Unit for proper disposition. In the other news, float carrying image of the Black Nazarene catches fire during procession. A float carrying the image of the Black Nazarene caught fire during a Good Friday procession in Balasan, Iloilo. The photos and videos shared by Mower Soriano Jr. showed how the fire quickly spread across the float while it was being pulled by devotees. Witnesses said the fire possibly started from the decorative cloth on the float. Despite the incident, devotees immediately worked together to extinguish the fire and to save the image. And the business update, Connie Gonzalez Araneta, the wife of LBC was founder Carlos Lingoy Araneta, who has passed away. Gonzalez Araneta was known for her philanthropic work through the LBC Foundation, which focuses on youth development, community programs, and disaster relief. She and her husband had several children involved in LBC, including Santi Araneta, current chairman and CEO of LBC Express Holdings, and Fernando Dino Araneta. Condolences, Araneta. In Luzon, a young man dies after cobra bite in Nueva Vizcaya. A 19-year-old young man died after being bitten by a venomous cobra in Villa Flores in Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya on March 22. According to reports, the victim went to a river with his two younger siblings to take a bath. While there, the children reportedly noticed a snake inside a flood control structure. The victim approached the snake to protect his siblings but was unable to avoid it and was bitten by the cobra on his left palm. Despite this, he reportedly managed to pull the snake away before it could bite. The young man was still able to return home with his siblings and even brought the snake with him alive. However, he late lost consciousness and was rushed to a hospital in Aritao before being transferred to Bambang, where he was declared dead on arrival. Meanwhile, the victim's family is appealing for financial assistance for his burial expenses. In Visayas, magnitude 5.4 earthquake hits in the city of Bogo, the province of Cebu again. The cell phone accessories fall during the shaking. The shaking caused by the magnitude 5.4 earthquake was captured on CCTV inside the cell phone shop in the city of Bogo at around 3 p.m. It can be seen that phone accessories fell inside N-Shop Gadgets in Bogo branch, and the staff quickly evacuated the store. Another CCTV video taken during the magnitude 5.4 earthquake in the city of Bogo yesterday. Meanwhile, classes and work in Cebu Technological University main campus were suspended following the magnitude 5.4 earthquake that struck Cebu shortly after 3 p.m. yesterday. After feeling the tremor, students and employees immediately evacuated to the university grounds for safety. The work at Cebu City Hall was suspended. Employees at Cebu City Hall were immediately sent home after the magnitude 5.4 earthquake structure at 3 p.m. yesterday. According to PHIVOX, the earthquake's epicenter was located in the city of Bogo and was felt in the city of Cebu and nearby areas. An employee of a tech store in Barangay Carbon in the city of Bogo was injured following the magnitude 5.4 earthquake. According to Merville Derelon, the employee was hurt after slipping on broken glass while evacuating during the shaking. And another earthquake, a convenience store in the city of Bogo was sustained damage after the magnitude 5.4 earthquake that struck at 3:22 p.m. And local bank sustains damage after earthquake. The clients rushed out of the local bank in the city of Bogo following the magnitude 5.4 earthquake that shook the area at around 3 p.m. The video also shows that the bank sustained damage, including a collapsed ceiling and damaged equipment.
Nakakay mga kliyente nga nalisang. Sus ko.
In Mindanao, the 6-year-old child was in critical condition after alleged abuse by stepfather. A 6-year-old child is currently in critical condition and has been admitted to the ICU following alleged abuse by their stepfather in Barangay Mampang, the city of Zamboanga. Visible on the child's body are wounds, brushes, and injuries reportedly caused by whipping using a cane allegedly inflicted by the stepfather. Residents expressed anger over the incident, condemning the stepfather for this lack of conscience and compassion toward the young child. Meanwhile, the suspect is already under the custody of authorities and is expected to face charges in court. In the other news, athlete from the city of Coronadal Division was bitten by snake in Bileting Quarter before opening of SRAAMI 2026. A female athlete from the Coronadal City Division was bitten by the snake inside their room at the Bileting Quarter at President Quirino National High School just before the formal opening of SRAAMI 2026 in Sultan Kudarat this afternoon. According to Coronadal City Schools Division Superintendent Roberto Montero, the incident happened yesterday at around 4:30 a.m. while the athlete was preparing for practice. The division superintendent Montero said the athlete was getting something for her bag when she was suddenly bitten on the hand by a small cobra. The student was immediately rushed to the private hospital in the city of Coronadal via a standby ambulance where she received prompt medical treatment. She is now in stable condition, and she is also scheduled to be discharged tonight and is expected to participate in the competition tomorrow. The victim is competing in the secondary girls, the Taekwondo category. Meanwhile, Coronadal City Mayor Erlinda Bing Pabiaraquel assured that the local government will cover all medical expenses for the athlete. And our business update, the LPG price rises to 1,600 pesos. The price of an 11 kilogram liquefied petroleum gas tank has increased to 1,600 pesos according to an announcement by Regasco. The company said this is part of the gradual price increase for the month of April, amounting to 16 pesos per kilogram or 176 pesos per 11 kilogram cylinder. At present, the suggested retail price of an 11 kilogram LPG tank in the market ranges for the 1,488 pesos to 1,600 pesos. And also, pork prices may rise to 580 pesos per kilogram due to the oil crisis. The price of pork may reach 500 pesos to 580 pesos per kilo in the coming months. According to the Department of Agriculture, this could happen if tensions in the Middle East continue, leading to higher global oil prices. The Department of Agriculture stated that if oil prices reach $200 per barrel as the crisis persists until August, pork cuts such as kasim or shoulder and diempo or belly could increase by nearly 60%. The agency added that pork will not be the only commodity affected. The chicken prices may also exceed 300 pesos per kilo, while rice prices could rise due to higher costs in transportation, logistics, and animal feeds. Despite this, Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. assured the public that the situation is being closely monitored and measures are being prepared to prevent excessive price hikes. At present, pork supply in cold storage remains sufficient, but there are concerns about the continuing impact of the crisis in the supply chain. The public is advised to stay vigilant regarding market prices. In Luzon, the 4 barangays was affected by grass fire in the mountains of the municipality of Defan, the province of Quirino. A grass fire that broke out in the mountainous area of Defan, the province of Quirino, lasted for more than 10 hours. The incident was recorded yesterday at around 5:47 p.m. According to Senior Fire Officer 3 Jonathan Agustin, officer in charge of the Bureau of Fire Protection in the municipality of Defan, the fire was declared under control or fire out at around 7:45 a.m. The affected areas include parts of the Caraballo mountain range covering in barangays Andres Bonifacio, Aurora West, Gabriela Silang, and Liwayway in the said municipality. The Bureau of Fire Protection Defan was assisted by the Quirino Provincial Fire Officer under Fire Superintendent Conrad Ayan Casayuran, along with the local government unit, Menro, and the RMO, Defan Tourism Office, Defan Municipal Police Station, and barangay officials from the affected areas. Out of the 7-hectare reforestation site, around 60% was affected by the fire. The estimated damage reaches approximately 200,000 pesos, mostly involving seedlings and grass. According to authorities, the offices of Menro and Penro were not affected, as they were closely monitored overnight due to their proximity to the fire. Authorities are still investigating to determine the cause of the fire, while residents are being reminded to remain cautious, especially during the summer season. In Visayas, the fire in Marasbaras in the city of Tacloban was around 25 homes destroyed. Several houses were destroyed by fire in city of Pag-asa in Barangay 80 in Marasbaras, the city of Tacloban, the province of Leyte, behind Wilcon Depot at around 2:45 early morning. According to initial information, an estimated 25 to 30 houses made of light materials were burned in the incident. No injuries or casualties were reported. Firefighters took nearly 2 hours to put out the blaze due to narrow and difficult access roads leading to the area. The Bureau of Fire Protection is still investigating to determine the cause of the fire. As of now, the barangay is already carrying out an assessment of the affected families. In Mindanao, J24K jewelry store in SM City Jensen was robbed. Suspected salisigang as one of the modus operandi. The public and fellow vendors are being urged to stay alert and report any suspicious individuals following a theft incident inside a J24K jewelry store at SM City General Santos. Based on CCTV footage shared on social media, the suspects carried out a swift destruction tactic, allowing them to steal items from the store. The public, especially business owners, is advised to heighten their vigilance to prevent similar incidents. In the other news, SRAA 2026 was officially opened. The thousands of students, athletes, and teacher coaches gathered at the Soxergen Regional Athletic Association, or SRAA 2026, a Department of Education or DepEd sporting event, officially opened yesterday in the municipality of Lambayong, the province of Sultan Kudarat. The event marked the start of the region's annual athletic meet, highlighting discipline, sportsmanship, and unity among young athletes. The ceremonial torch was lit by the first Filipino Olympic gold medalist and weightlifter, Hidilyn Diaz, symbolizing the official beginning of the Games. And our business update, the oil prices unlikely to return to previous low levels, according to experts. According to former Department of Energy or DOA Secretary Jericho Petilla, it is unlikely that diesel prices will drop below 60 pesos per liter again under the current situation. This is due to the continuing impact of the conflict in the Middle East, which has disrupted the global oil supply as well as refinery and oil extraction facilities. He added that diesel prices could reach nearly 100 pesos per liter once global conditions fully stabilize. Although the government assists the subsidies and demand management, Petilla clarified that the funds are not enough to bring prices back to their previous low levels. The only situation is diplomatic action among the countries involved in the tension, that he added. In Luzon, 5 people dead in collision between bus and LGU Lupi light rescue vehicle in Ragay, Camarines Sur tonight. 5 people were confirmed dead after a collision between a passenger bus and a light rescue vehicle of the LGU Lupi in the town of Ragay, the province of Camarines Sur tonight. According to a video circulating on Facebook, the victims were seen lying on the road due to the impact of the crash between the two vehicles. Authorities are still investigating to determine the cause of the incident. Meanwhile, LGU Lupi speaks out on the Ragay in the province of Camarines Sur accident that claimed the lives of their employees. The local government of Lupi in Camarines Sur expressed grief over the collision involving a bus and a light rescue vehicle, multicab, which resulted in the deaths of 5 individuals, including 4 government employees. In a post by Mayor Topi Jacinto, he promised to provide appropriate assistance to the families of those who died in the incident that occurred last night in Barangay Fort Junction Sur in Ragay in the same province. However, the LGU has yet to release a statement regarding the condition or details of the LRV multicab used by the victims during the incident. In Visayas, the Cebu Police Provincial Office Director Mangelen visits stabbed police officer. Cebu Provincial Police Office Director Police Colonel Abubakar Mangelen Jr. was visited Police Master Sergeant Celso Gonzalez Rivera at Chonghua Hospital on Thursday to check on his condition and boost his morale following the stabbing incident that occurred early morning on April 8. The visit by the Cebu Provincial Police Office leadership demonstrates its unwavering commitment to ensuring the welfare of its personnel. It serves as a gesture of support and encouragement to all brave members of the police force. In Mindanao, motorcyclist sustains facial injury after sudden full brake. A motorcyclist sustained facial injuries after abruptly applying the brakes on his motorcycle, believing there was a deep pothole on the road. It was learned that his motorcycle skid and crashed into another motorcycle that was stopped at a traffic light, causing it to be involved in the incident. Fortunately, the other motorcycle sustained no major damage, and the situation was settled amicably between the parties. As of now, the victim is receiving treatment and dressing for his facial injuries. In the other news, President Bongbong Marcos Jr. led the commemoration of Araw ng Kagitingan. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. led the 84th commemoration of Araw ng Kagitingan or Day of Valor through a wreath-laying ceremony at the Dambana ng Kagitingan. The event was held to honor the courage and sacrifices of Filipinos who fought for the country's freedom. Meanwhile, Vice President Sara Duterte attended the Araw ng Kagitingan. Vice President Sara Duterte attended the Araw ng Kagitingan commemoration this day at the Veterans Memorial Monument along Pelayo Street. The 84th Araw ng Kagitingan or Day of Valor commemorates the bravery and heroism of Filipino veterans. And also, City of Cotabato marks the 84th Araw ng Kagitingan. The Cotabato City held a ceremony to commemorate the 84th anniversary of Araw ng Kagitingan today. The event highlights the enduring significance of Filipino bravery and sacrifice. And our business update, the rice harvest may decline. The rice production in the country may decrease by 20% to 50% due to the rising cost of fertilizer resulting from the ongoing crisis in the Middle East, according to the Department of Agriculture or DA. According to the Department of Agriculture Secretary Atis Perez during a Senate hearing, the effects will be felt in crops planted in May and June, which will likely result in lower harvest in August and September. In response, the agency is urging the provision of subsidies to farmers so they can afford enough fertilizer and fuel and maintain rice production in the country. And hello Kasadya, on this observance of the Araw ng Kagitingan or Day of Valor, let us remember the courage, sacrifice, and compassion of the heroes who gave their lives for the freedom of our nation. May their heroism inspire every Filipino to continue living out unity, conviction, and love for the country. From the Salakot Online Broadcasting Network, a meaningful commemoration of the Day of Valor. In Luzon, accident on Maharlika Highway, bottle collector injured. A bottle collector was injured following a road accident this morning along the Maharlika Highway in Zone 1 in Barangay Pamukid in the municipality of San Fernando, the province of Camarines Sur. According to the report, the victim's top-down tricycle overturned after it allegedly sideswiped a pickup truck. As a result, the driver lost control of the vehicle, leading to the accident. Personnel from San Fernando Municipal Police Station and the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office or MDRMO immediately responded to provide first aid to the victim and manage the flow of traffic in the area. In Visayas, two motorcycles collide along the S. Osmeña. Two riders were injured after being involved in an accident past 1 p.m. yesterday along the S. Osmeña across Robinson's Galleria or northbound in the city of Cebu. The CCTV footage shows that the leading motorcycle was attempting to make a left turn while positioned in the innermost lane when it was hit by another motorcycle coming from behind, which was supposed to continue straight. In Mindanao, a 7-year-old child was killed over alleged mango theft. A 7-year-old child lost his life after being beaten to death by a suspect over an allegation that he stole mangoes in Barangay Alegria in Baligyan in Zamboanga del Norte last April 8. The victim was identified as Tamtam Alegase, who reportedly entered the suspect's compound who picked mangoes. The property owner became enraged and cornered the child, repeatedly striking him with a piece of wood or a dos por dos until the victim died. The Bangsamoro Human Rights Commission or BHRC Maguindanao del Sur Provincial Office issued a statement strongly condemning the brutal crime. According to BHRC, this act is a grave violation of human dignity, legal provisions, and moral and religious principles. Despite the horrifying incident, initial investigation revealed that the suspect claimed he only intended to make an example of a child or teach him a lesson so he would not interfere with his property again. This reasoning has sparked outrage in the community, which is now calling for immediate justice for Tamtam. Authorities have launched an investigation and are pursuing the suspect to face charges in court. The incident underscores the importance of protecting children under the Republic Act No. 7610 or the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act, along with other child protection laws. In the other news, homemade wooden treadmill created by a Filipino runner for business. This creative runner, he caught the attention and admiration of netizens. John Liardo Maloho, a resident of Iloilo, builds wooden manual treadmills priced at only 8,000 pesos to help those who want to exercise but are on a budget. Maloho personally assembles each treadmill from the frame to the running deck and can customize them based on the preferred size and design requested by customers. As an active marathoner, Maloho creates fitness equipment to give ordinary people the opportunity to start a healthy lifestyle at an affordable cost. He is currently promoting his handmade treadmills through Facebook and TikTok, and this can now be shipped to different parts of the country. It's so gorgeous, huh? And our business update, no price hike on basic goods until April 30, according to the Philippine Trade Department. There will be no price increase on necessities and prime commodities until at least April 30, according to Trade Secretary Cristina Rojo. The Secretary Rojo said the decision was reached following a meeting with manufacturers, and she explained the prices of 25 essential products including canned sardines, bread, dairy items, and condiments, will remain stable as companies still have sufficient inventory and logistics operations are steady. The Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI, will continue strict market monitoring to prevent profiteering. Consumers are also encouraged to report any illegal price increases. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, April 10, 2026. I'm Apolinario, Ferdidignadi si Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.